Spurs near and far with your boy Deji Spurs. But can I say big up Arsenal fans near and far? I've had to call one of the biggest, if not the biggest, brothers out there. I've had to call my boy Northside because I'm not liking what I'm seeing on the other side of North London. Is Arsenal, the Gooners, whatever you bloody call them, are they in crisis? And let us take it back. I want to take it back because yesterday I predicted Inter Milan to win 2-1 and Arsenal got slapped up. I want to take it back, Northside, just real quick. Because there's a brother called Gooner Lee who don't want to accept accountability for this. And I was talking about the fact that Arsenal have not played well this season. And I remember even coming on your channel and you smiling a little bit. Though you were not happy, you knew you were getting the points. And I was saying to you, bro, like, you're telling me, yeah, but then we beat you. You beat me. And I'm like, oh, Northside, I hope the people in the chat haven't got to you because I know that you are a man of someone who understands the domination in the location. But, you know, it happens. Since the Tottenham game, I have to say, it's looking a little bit more like it. I made a couple of references that you poo-pooed. One of them being that your defense is, I can't see the difference between your defense and Spurs' defense. 10 games in, it looks like I was right. We've conceded the same amount of goals. I said that my squad is better than your squad, and although you mentioned about your starting 11 being better, which I'm not so sure about anymore, I have to say, we kind of went with it. But bro, I have to say it's looking Spursy, and I came out with that phrase in the beginning of the season because unlike Tottenham, people give Tottenham the Spursy tag, but when you look at Arsenal, you man just don't do what is required, or your timing is always off. And this week, we start off the week with issues with Edu and him having to leave. Why is he leaving? Why at this stage? We're looking at Arteta, who after 5 years has decided that he is Pulis or Mourinho and is giving us some of the dustiest football I've ever seen in my life. It ain't Arsenal to me. And now the results have caught up with your squad. Northside, bro, let me know. Wagwan, what the hell is going on, my guy? Big up to everyone that's locked in, locked on. Make sure you smash a like. We are here to offer support to our people. You know, I don't like to see anybody down, but right now, is Arsenal in crisis? The answer is yes or no.
We've never been out of crisis. When being out of crisis means that we've won a major honor. We ain't won a major honor. And everything I said about this squad is coming true. Well, yet again, you remember in the summer when we spoke and I told you I'm not happy with the recruitment. I'm not happy with Sterling. I'm not happy the fact that we haven't got competition for Odegaard. I'm not happy that we ain't got a striker that we all need. I even said, listen, Solanke wasn't in the top of my list, but I would have taken, he would have been one of the strikers that I want to be in for. You know what I'm saying? I wanted the club to show ambition, even if you don't get the striker that I want, show the ambition and the intent. And they haven't, bro. They haven't. The same midfield we put out against Inter Milan that was creating nothing is the same one we put out against Newcastle that we lost, and the same one we put out against Liverpool where we dropped points. So I sit here repeating the same pucaria, bro, because I'm cansado de esa merda, bro. I'm tired of it, bro. I'm tired. Deji, this fan base here run up their mouth all the time about we got a fixed bench and we got the best squad and dark arts this, dark arts that. I don't want to hear nothing. They're bitching and moaning and crying about, oh, but the goalkeeper punched the player. First of all, don't compare Miko Moreno's penalty to the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper has the right to go for the ball. And plus, once the goalkeeper's punched the ball away, it's a follow through. It's just like a tackle. When you win the ball and then you take the man out, you've won the ball first. You can't then mid motion just stop like this is like Neo in Matrix. You know what I mean? Like it's Morpheus and you're just going to stop. It's part of the game. So the goalkeeper had every right to go up there and punch the ball away. It just so happened that he followed through and punched the player. That wasn't intentional. And he has the right to go up for the ball the same way that the attacking player has the right to go for the ball. Now, the Miko Moreno thing, I don't know what he was doing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know what he was doing. Your hand is like that. That's not a natural position. Why are you going for the ball and your hand is out like that? What are you doing, bro? You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. But you know, these men are always looking for excuses. Inter Milan did the dark arts. The same dark arts Arsenal fans were cheering. I said, yo, it works both ways. You remember I told you this? I said, yo, these men are talking about dark arts. When dark arts go against us, don't complain.
Ben White specials. Yeah, go on.
Don't start crying then. If you're cheering dark arts, then it goes both ways, not just when it goes for you. You know what I'm saying? So 100%. Keep the same energy. And this is the thing, this club never keeps the same energy. Now these Phillies are talking to me about, oh, maybe the bench wasn't good enough. Maybe the summer wasn't good enough. Well, who told you? The people that you say are negative, the people that you say just don't want the best for the club.
I don't get it. And that's what kind of gets on my nerves, bro. Because when we were there telling them, when we were there, me and you've been there. I've been saying it. People say, oh, Dej, you're just bantering, you're trolling. No, listen, open your ears. I said, you can see with your eyes, unless you're doing Stevie Wonder or you're doing Ray Charles. This team is not it. And then people started shaking their bum when you brought in Sterling. And I'm like, are we being for real? The same Raheem. I respect Raheem. Do you get me? You know what I mean? I want to respect him. He's obviously done his thing in football. We respect who he is. He's a legend of the game. But he ain't coming to Arsenal to do anything. Come on, don't lie to yourself. If that was my club, you lot would be laughing at me. And then what gets to me, and I talked about this because, you know, I've got a thing for academy prospects. The decision-making from your club. And someone made a good point to me yesterday. So you got rid of Smith Rowe, but really Smith Rowe is the cover for Odegaard. So you've got no cover for Odegaard. That don't make no sense. Even Tottenham have cover for Madders, Kulusevski, and in fact, our cover has surpassed our Odegaard, if you want to call it that. Our cover surpassed.
We do have cover, but he doesn't want to use him. So we've got Ethan, yeah. This guy is getting man of the match in the cups, yeah. And now people say, oh, it's Bolton, it's Preston. You still got to perform. Still got to perform, innit? And if the player's playing well in the number 10, why not play him? He doesn't want to play him in the league. Yeah. Then you've got Zinchenko that plays in the 10 for his country. You could use him in the 10. He's worthless in the defense, but in the midfield, he's actually a decent midfielder. That's why we were playing him inverted. Because his best work is in the midfield. So we could use him. But you know what this manager does? He'll rather play Moreno in the 10, a DM in the 10. He'll rather put Trossard in the 10. This guy's a clown, bro. He's a clown. And if he's not happy with his number 10s, then why did you let Fabi Vieira go out on loan? Why did you get rid of ESR? Why didn't you go get Dani Olmo that went for 40 M's? And Barcelona were taking forever, bro, to get the money together.
I don't get it.
He don't justify his moves, Deji, bro. You can't. And the thing is, he can't even say that he's inherited this. He's created this.
He created it. And for me, what the bit that got me mad is like Arsenal is an easy fix. When I'm here, I'm one of the only people bashing Postecoglou, and I'm not bashing him. You know, I said, and I made it very clear, I enjoy his style of play, but the amount of L's we were taking just weren't good enough. And so I was holding him accountable, saying, you know what, you need to be managing the games better. But I also did say, whether Spurs fans like it or not, he's made the adaptation in the location. Do you get what I'm saying? We're not just doing the gun hole thing anymore. I don't think people have noticed it, giving us credit. He's decided to take out Madders. He tried the experiment of Cooley and Maddison in the Crystal Palace game because we were doing it up until that point. Didn't work, stopped it. Now we know that when we're playing against teams that can run and dominate the ball, we need to be bringing in Pape Sarr, and then having Cooley in the 10. We're making the changes. You can see it. So even if I'm upset with the L's that Tottenham have taken, we are playing good football. You can see the progress. You can see the adaptation. You can see the progression. You can't knock it too hard. People want to knock Levy, but you can't really knock it because we brought in Solanke. We brought in Odegaard. It's not our fault that these youngsters then got injured. Do you get me? But you look at Arsenal and you think, when I was asking, man, I remember Goonali, all these other brothers. So Calafiori, Calamari is your answer to the striker. Then people want to tell me, yeah, bench, because you know what? He's a better version than Zinchenko. He ain't going to just stay left back. He's going to come and support from the mid. That was the rubbish. That was the rubbish that I was being told, my bro. Oh, you know, in the midfield, Martinelli, he cooks all day. I said last season, before last season started, Martinelli is not that guy. In order for you, yeah, we can win the league without a striker. I said, yeah, but not with Martinelli and Saka. That means you would need Martinelli and Saka to be getting 20 plus goals. I don't see it. I didn't see it. He didn't do it then. He ain't doing it now.
Martinelli's been trashed since last season. Martinelli's been trashed since last season. Another guy that gets saved because of his passport. The guy's rubbish. Guy's rubbish.
Havertz. What the hell?
Did you see the goal? Did you see the goal that he didn't score? He hit it off the defender. Yeah, man was 1v1 with the goalkeeper. Yeah, man spanked it off the defender and it goes wide.
Bro,
those are the moments that you're paid. You're paid for those moments as a striker. 1v1 with the goalkeeper, you have to bury that. That's your bread and butter, but not at Arsenal, bro. Not at Arsenal, because they'll talk about heat map and all this type of stuff. This is what I told them about this guy. This guy ain't clutch. But when he first come to the club, yeah, quickly, I'll let you go. They tried to sell Havertz to me as, oh yeah, but he scored in the Champions League final, bro. You can't even score in the group stage. You can't even score in the early stage of the Champions League. We need a goal, bro. Where was his goal against Atlanta as well? I ain't gonna let that one slip. You know what I mean? Because we dropped points. We got Aston Villa ahead of us. We got Brest ahead of us, bro. It's a joke.
It's crazy, bro. It's so crazy. But bro, what's happened? Because for me, I know you have been sticking it on Arteta. Lee's been sticking it on him as well. The truth of the matter is, you man did show progression. I told you at the end of last season that could this be the reason why I didn't expect Arsenal to challenge this season was because I reckon the man them would have run out of steam. Everyone looked at me like they're just chatting rubbish. It's got to be Arsenal, City top two. I'm like, nah. I know what it's like to nearly win something and then it's hard to get the energy back up. Do you think the man them have just, it's hard to motivate them? Have the players run out of steam? Or is Arteta truly, like Here to There says, is he truly a madman? Because what's happened? You guys were doing so well, and right now you look so bad. So
you know what he said in his press conference, Deji? He said, yeah, this is the way I want my team to play. I think we performed really well today.
Oh.
Is he stupid, bro? I swear down, I wanted to choke slam him through this table that I got here with my 3 monitors. I wanted to choke slam him through this table, bro. Like it's WrestleMania. I had enough of this guy. He's a dickhead, bro. I'll be real with you. He's a dickhead. And then he was like, oh, but one player didn't finish it. Then we're expecting the next player to finish his chart, but he didn't finish it. Why are you sticking it on the players, bro? Man spoke about attitude and commitment and performance. Who puts out the team? Who puts out the tactics? Who puts out the formation? Where's the accountability for yourself? This guy's selling players down the lane, yeah, bro. At the end of the day, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, this guy's a clown. No accountability in his press conference. Nothing. You've been in 5 years, bro, and you're talking about this player didn't finish his chart. How are you setting these men up to win? How are you setting them up to win? Martinelli can't beat his man, can't cross the ball. Saka, he was trying, but who's he crossing to? Who's he crossing to? Because who's in the box? Do you know what I'm saying? The whole thing is destroyed. We got 2 DMs running the midfield, 2 DMs, no ball carrying midfielder, no number 10 to create anything, to link up the attack to the defense to the attack. Nothing, bro. No one to transition, and you're blaming the players. Now, I've seen these players play better than this. I've seen them play better than this. So this is on you. This is on you. You're instructing them to play like this. Because 2-3 years ago, I remember when we was playing good football. So how come you can't bring that to the team no more? Ben White used to be a consistent performer. It's rare that we cook Ben White. He's been rubbish this season. Yeah. Who's to blame for that?
Yeah. No, I agree.
This guy talks like he's got nothing to blame, you know, like it's all on the players. No, yes, it is partly on the players, but it's also on you. Do you know what I'm saying? Trossard, yeah, from the start of the season, I told you, Trossard wasn't even celebrating when he scored. Why? Because this guy, yeah, this guy gets treated like a side man, bro. I swear down, this guy can put a good performance and he's dropped. He's been putting stinkers, yeah. I get it. He's had enough of this manager. He's had enough. Kai Havertz, why is he dropping into the midfield, bro? We tried that experiment last season. It didn't work. He was ineffective in the midfield. Leave him in the box. The one time you get something out of Havertz is when you're crossing the ball into him. But our crosses, bro, it's just ridiculous, bro.
Oh, you're relying on set pieces.
Bro, everyone's looking worse, bro. Everyone's looking worse.
No, sir, thank you. Because when I'm making these same judgments of Postecoglou, people looking at me like I'm a madman. I said, what could Postecoglou have said at halftime at Brighton? I said, clearly he didn't say the right things. People trying to blame the players. I said, no, I blame the manager. Because them man should have come out ready for an onslaught or should have got the early goal to kill the game. Just like the Crystal Palace game. How can you go to Crystal Palace, yeah, team that's not won a single game all season, and you look like mice. Look like mice. You can't. That means you didn't set them up right. So I pull it on Postecoglou. So when I'm saying, you know what, if this is how you're going to be moving, I want the brother out. I didn't stutter. And my brother here, Northside, is having the same standards of his club. You got to stick it on Arteta. For me, where it went wrong is when Arsenal fans started justifying the dusty football that we saw. I asked questions. I said, I saw this Arsenal team park the bus against my club, and they were shaking their bum. And I said to them, what happens? Yes, Anthony Clark, set piece FC. What happens if you don't score that set piece? Well, nothing Nagwan. Nothing Nagwan. Now Arsenal fans want to shut up. Shut up. I don't want to hear from you, man. Because when I was telling you about all of these things, you poo-pooed it. Nah, you're chatting rubbish. I knew. One brother actually said, I knew we were always going to score past Tottenham. Shut your mouth. You didn't create nothing. You men are meant to be moving for the league. Well, where, how? You man right now, and this is what's happened. When you're not brave, when you don't go for it, when you don't play the right football, you talked about it, you used to play good football, you have reverted, he's become risk adverse to the extent that now you man don't know your left from your right. Trossard is a disgusting how you man have treated Trossard. He is a baller. But you keep putting Timo Werner, the Brazilian Timo Werner, ahead of Trossard. It don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. I'm just, do you know what? I thought this was coming because I could see
but people like Greenlee that you know, they deserve this, Deji. They deserve it. Yeah?
He's trying to backtrack now.
Are you trying to they're all trying to backtrack. But I got the clips.
Yeah. I always knew how he said he always knew that Arsenal they were never gonna compete, that he had them to finish third, that he even had lived. Shut up, man. You were shaking your bum, telling me it was tactics, telling me Arteta knew what I won. I'm like, are you sure? Because it don't look like what I look. It doesn't look like tactics to me. Looks like these men are caving in, bro. What, bro? Where do you go from here? Because why is Edu leaving? Please explain. Edu's leaving. Is it because he's seen? Because right now it's feeling like Arsenal's the Titanic. You man have just hit the iceberg. Water's coming in from the bottom. That's why my man's jumped off real quick. That's what it feels like with Edu right now. And as the water starts rising, more and more people are gonna jump off the ship. Is that what you're thinking, bro? Is this the Titanic? Should we be expecting more casualties from your club?
Bro, Arteta's playing Ten Hag ball, bro. He's playing Ten Hag ball, bro. This is Ten Hag football we're watching here. And if anyone wants to debate that with me, tell me how do we build up from the back these days? What's our style of play? What is our patterns of play?
Yeah.
How do we break teams down? Oh, you don't know? Welcome to Ten Hag ball. This is what it is now. This guy's a new Ten Hag. 5 years deep, you know. 800 mil spent, you know, and this is what we got, bro. Sack this guy. Sack this Filho da puta tonight. Sack him, bro. Sack him. I'm tired of it, bro. I've seen this club miss out on so many good managers, and we're going to miss out on a lot more if we continue with this bum. We could have got Ancelotti. My fan base said he was washed because he went to Everton. Well. He went on to win major honours, so hold that. These man, when I said I wanted Inzaghi, oh, what does he do? What did he do? Well, you saw last night what he done. With his B team, you know. Yeah, I'm saying some of them players are 34, 35 years old that he was playing. Some of them have got a bingo card, bro. Yeah, you know I'm saying? Some of these men already got dentures and that. Do you know what I'm saying? And these men are beating us, bro. These men are coming out with a Zimmer frame, Italian Zimmer frames, and they're still.
I knew they were going to win. I actually knew they were going to win, bro. I predicted it on my Soccer 6.
We could have tried to go for Klopp. You man want to keep having these bums at the club, no problem. We could have tried to go for him. We could have went and tried to go for Simeone, but you man don't rate Simeone, even though he's proven. Okay. In the meantime, we're continuing with this bum that ain't delivered anything. And now people are talking about, oh, maybe look at the transfer window. This is the epitome of my football club. Only address things when it's too late.
Yeah, it's too late.
Man, I'm telling you, these are the type of man you don't want to go. You don't want to go to the bookies with. Bro, trust me, your rent money, they'll finish off the rent money, and then after said, oh, do you know what? I shouldn't have put all my rent money on a horse. You know what I'm saying? These are the type of man I like that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And then they're trying to pawn their grandma's flipping lampshade and her little radio and that, get a little £20, little £30, go get a Rizla and a K8. You know what I'm saying? It's just the truth, bro. These men are idiots. You know what I'm saying? They always call it too late. They always call it too late. So at the end of the day, I don't care, bro. Like most of this fan base, not all of them, a big section of this fan base, yeah, they deserve what's going on right now. They deserve it, bro. They deserve it because they didn't want to heed any of our warnings when it came to the bench, the style of play, the winners that we need. Do you remember when they're telling us about that we got combinations?
Yeah.
Combinations, yeah. Odegaard's been out for weeks. We can't figure out what our best midfield is. We keep dropping points, but we got bare combination. What happened to the combinations?
It's just odd, man. I find it so odd, and I would even go as far as to say, you know, you make reference to Ten Hag ball. That midfield is looking stiff like Man U's midfield, bro. If you look at it, you got Mourinho, Partey, Rice. It's just stiff, man. You can't expect anything with a midfield three like this. Martinelli is Timo Werner. Jesus is Timo Werner number 2. And the third Timo Werner is Raheem Sterling. So you got 3 Timo Werners in this squad. I'm concerned. I'm really, really concerned. Big up to everyone locked in, locked on. Make sure you slash a like. We are having a crisis conversation with my bro Northside in the building. Someone just said here, North, that Arteta keeps his job as well. Arteta loses his job if he doesn't get top 4. Really? You man are prepared to hang on for that long? I know you want him out from now, but do you believe in that statement? I'm trying to find who said it. Does he keep his job?
That's what it would. I think that's what it would take for the club to get rid of him. If he finishes outside the top 4, I think the people higher up, I think that's the only time they'll say, all right, Arteta's got to go. If he finishes outside the Champions League, based on the money that they spent on him assembling his team. So I think from the owner's perspective, I think that's what they would do. But I want to get rid of him now. I want to get rid of him now, bro. I'm kind of done with it.
That is mad, bro. I'm just, for me, big up to Jonathan Kadeji. The Cronkies love the man. That's crazy. Hit the likes, these legends. Big up to you, my G. Someone's saying facts from Northside. Yeah, big up, man. We're trying to dissect what we're seeing at your club. Because for me, it's just concerning. People banter aside, I actually like to see Arsenal be competitive. Do you get what I'm saying? And right now, it's looking very, very long for man in terms of. But also, someone also, Pinto said, Deji, you have been vindicated. I have. Because I was warning this. Northside warned it, but I warned it. Outsider looking in, someone who doesn't give a damn about that club, I could see that the moves that these brothers were making was weird. You know, when you've got fans who don't train with these brothers, we don't see them training. But when you see us, we're able to assess a team and say that looks wrong, and people try and poo-poo it, and then it comes to light. People need to start offering apologies. Do you get me? Because for me now, where does Arsenal go from here, Northside? We know Arteta ain't losing his job. He's not walking away anyway. He's a stubborn brother. How do you, man, save your season? And don't say sack Arteta. Can Arteta turn this around, or is this going down?
That's the only way. Bro, what do you mean? I can't say. That's the only thing, bro. This guy's bringing on Jesus to save us when 1-0 down. Then he's bringing Zinchenko, bro. The Ukrainian Slim Shady, bro. What's he doing? What's in that real talk, bro? What's he going to do, bro?
Your name is Slim Shady. Sorry, bro. I couldn't help myself, but that was funny. I can't even lie. Zinchenko, I did say at the time, when people were shaking their bum for Jesus and for Zinchenko, Arsenal fans were shaking. And I went, the fact that Pep let these brothers go is an indication what he thinks of them. Because if he thought they were bringing anything to his club, he wouldn't sell them to you, man. But no. They're Premier League winners. So what? I'm a Premier League winner at City on the bench. Me. I'm a Premier League winner. You get me? Cole Palmer didn't get a sniff at City, and he's won the Premier League, but he weren't involved. Do you get me? So you man telling me about these brothers, it's rubbish. Bro, I would go as far as to say, you said a statement a couple of weeks back, and so I'm going to ask you that question again. Do you still think that your team is better than Tottenham? And we're not bantering here, bro, because I feel like now you're starting to, because when I asked you that question, you were winning. And sometimes when you're winning, it can kind of take man's vision a little bit. So I want to ask you, now that you're starting to see some of the dustiness that I was telling you and warning you about, do you still feel the same way? Based on the fact that there's only 2 points separating our clubs, and if things go according to plan this weekend, Tottenham could be above Arsenal this weekend. So let's let that sink in for a moment. But who comes in? Who is coming in? December will ask this question. Who is coming in now to replace Edu, my guy? What are you hearing on the grapevine?
Bro, like I said, yeah, as a starting 11, the team is still better, but we're not showing that. We're not playing to that level. Tottenham are playing the better football. The bench is much of a muchness. But respectfully, I don't even give a shit about that, bro. Like, at the end of the day, that's not the team. We haven't spent this money to be better than Tottenham. We spent this money to be better than Man City to win the league, bro. You ain't going to win the league. Respectfully, you ain't going to win the league, and you know that.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the day,
we don't need to
care about that's an irrelevant conversation to me. Like, it's an irrelevant conversation because we're not 5 years deep. Our 800 mil spent, to just be better than Tottenham. We're supposed to be better than Man City, and the fact that we're not and we're unable to get over the line, that's what I'm vexed at, bro. That is what I'm vexed at. Tottenham are playing better football than Arsenal. Of course they are. You're playing better football. Do you know what I'm saying? I can accept that. We are. We're playing some horrendous football. This team can play a lot better than what we're seeing right now. But this team is not good enough to win the league. It's missing too many components. It's missing a clinical goal scorer. It's missing world-class players that actually turn up in the crunch end. And when this fan base was bitching and moaning about, Odegaard's out and Saka out, I said to them, name me one competition that Saka and Odegaard's been clinical in. Name me one.
Yeah.
To get us over the line to win it.
Saka and Odegaard's been clinical. No, come on.
Exactly. So, yes, they make the team better. And people are like, but look at the team without them. Yeah, but the team with them still ain't good enough to win the league. So the overall point is, why didn't we go out and get world-class players to add to this team? So that those players already got experience of winning stuff and could get us over the line. Why didn't we go and get that? But they want to talk about irrelevant stuff like, but now you see how bad the team is without Odegaard. Well, of course, a team needs a number 10. We're currently playing with no number 10. So, of course, having a number 10 to no number 10, you're going to look better. How about go get better than Odegaard? Because this guy ain't it. He'll make us look a little bit better, but ultimately, what's he gonna win us? Yeah. What's he gonna win us? Because he's been here for a long time. What's he gonna win us? What's he gonna win?
I hear you. And look, you got high standards for your team. You know, maybe you shouldn't be talking about winning anything at the moment. Yeah. This brother says here, Jonathan K says, look, you have to trust Ethan. Maybe this is a season where you, man, have to go back to rebuilding. Maybe trust your young G's. He says, maybe change the formation. There's still quality players in the team. And maybe you, man, just have to bite the bullet that this is not the season for you to be winning trophies, but maybe you recalibrate and aim to finish in the top three.
No. Sack him because he's failed. Sack him because that's not the ambition. Sack him. I'm not hearing any of that chat. Yeah, I'm not lowering my standards because this manager is unable to get over the line after he got all the support and time and money and decisions that he wanted. No. I'm sorry, no. I'm not changing my standard because this manager can't deliver. You can't deliver? Cool, piss off. We'll get someone that can deliver. Yeah, and then we'll give him the money to go get a striker and go get a world-class number 10 and go get a deep line playmaker. Do you know what I'm saying? That's it. That's it. I don't need to restart and rejigging my standards and stuff because this manager can't. Nah, bro. No, I'm not doing that. Sorry, respectfully, I ain't doing that. You can't deliver? Cool. You can bounce. You can bounce. I don't need this guy at my club no more. He can go. And that's the only thing that's gonna make me cheer up is if he gets sacked. Why should why should we, after putting us through 5 years of this process that I didn't even never believed in the first place, buying players every season at times that I didn't want. Some I did, some were good players. A lot of them weren't, spending money on Lokonga, Tavaj, Trusty, Carhine, flipping Reece Nelson, resigning K. After all that crap I've seen, and you can't, you can bounce, bro. You can bounce.
There's a couple of questions that I want to ask you, bro, and I'm picking up some of the questions from the chat as well. Big up to everyone that's locked on. The first one is from one of my good bedrooms here, they assembled. He says, Northside, who comes in is important as much as when they come in. as December will be too late for the January transfer window. So do you agree with that statement? He's saying someone needs to come in and they need to come in quick. The issue I have with Arsenal is that they assembled, and I don't know why you're doing that thing there, because I'm starting to feel that you might be on the Budgie Banton as well. You know for a fact that in January, the last 2 years, the last 2 seasons, when Arsenal had an opportunity to fix the squad, all they had to do 2 seasons ago was buy a striker, buy a midfielder, they would have won the league. Arsenal didn't do it. Then we had last year, Jan. You just needed to bring in a couple of extra quality players. Arsenal didn't do it. You had this summer to bring in a striker. Arsenal didn't do it. So why do you think now, third or fourth time lucky, that Arsenal are going to do it? It's not in their DNA. And that's why I say Arsenal was Spursy. They've got this idea that the current squad is good enough to do it. And that speaks to the next point, which is Matchday Guru. Big up to him. I've spoken to him on the step to the mic. He says this to you, Northsides. What do you mean? The bench is fixed and we have the second best squad in the league.
Big up, Guru. Yeah. Yeah, that's what they say to us, bro. That's what they say. That's what they say to us. You know what I'm saying? Well, okay then. Do you know what I mean? Big up to Guru, though. I know he's being sarcastic. That's what I'm saying. That's what they say. We got the bench is fixed. So
true.
If the bench is fixed according to these lot, apparently we don't need no one in January. Why are they crying? Why are they bitching and moaning?
It's true. It's true. It's true. We never spend big in Jan is Jonathan K. Top 4 race for us this season. It is peak. Boot Bants. Big up to him. You should have started Ethan from when Odegaard was out. Yeah, what's going on there though? Because Ethan is a good player. Do you think maybe if Arteta was to somehow against Chelsea have the kahunas to start Ethan and maybe start to build the squad around Ethan, would you cut him a little bit of slack? Because let's be real. I guess what I'm trying to ask from you, Northside, is we both know that Arteta ain't leaving. Yeah, I don't believe the Arsenal squad is that bad to fall out of the top 4. But at the same time, I agree with you. There isn't enough in there for you to be challenging. So it feels like you, man, are in no man's land. Do you get what I'm saying? But how can we make the most of a pretty dire situation? I guess is the question I'm trying to ask you. With what you currently have, you ain't got the money to bring in whoever you want to bring in. What do you want to see happen? Well, how can you make it work with what you got?
This is what we do. This is how we make it work with what we got. We sack Arteta, we put AirPod Albert in, and then from now to the end of the season, we talk to Inzaghi, or we talk to a top manager like that. That's what we do. Because with this manager, we're not going to win the league, so just sack him. We're not going to win the league. Yeah, because this guy can't figure it out. You've had your number 10 out for time, and you still can't figure it out. You still can't get out. You still can't make a cohesive midfield. You still can't do that. You still didn't want to go out there and get a striker when you could have in the summer, but you only wanted to go and try and get Sesko, and then after that, you're making it like you can't get another striker.
Yeah.
When Ivan Toney was available, Dovbyk, Gyökeres had a release clause. All you have to do is match that. Trigger that, boom, you get the player. Sporting a selling club. Portuguese clubs are selling club. You don't want to do that. Cool. We're not going to win nothing with this manager. Just sack him, give it to AirPod Albert, and then we can start talking to Inzaghi and say, yo, big man, come over to Arsenal. We like what you're doing with Inter. Bigger budget. You know what I'm saying?
That means you, man, starting again, starting the phase all again, which means that you, man, are not involved, at least for this season, the next season, because they need time to embed. Your squad is not as strong as what Slaughter had to inherit at Liverpool. Do you get me? So you're going to need a couple of years. Are you happy to go through a couple of years in order to do it? Really, you should be winning stuff now.
But we don't know Dej because he plays 3 at the back. We've got better defenders on that bench, and we've got better defenders at this football club. So really and truly, playing 3 at the back, we've got the players to play that. We've got the personnel to play that. Really and truly, all he needs to add, is maybe a attacking mid, and a striker. Really and truly, he can play the formation that he's playing.
Yeah.
With the additions that he will get given, which if Arteta was to stay on, he'd be got given that anyway. And this is the thing, people talk about, but starting again. Okay, I'd rather start again if something ain't right than continue doing the wrong thing and wasting time.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, people are so scared of, start again. Like, if you build a house, and the ground is sinking, because you haven't put the concrete slab. Do you just keep building because we already started? I don't want to start again.
No.
You
have
me?
to just you know what? Take the L. Do you know what I mean?
And build the foundations again.
Go again.
That's what I'm saying. And then even like my fan base are always scared about, but then this manager or that manager, they might build a winning team and then they're going to leave us in a mess. Well, at least you know that what the result is going to be from that manager. What's the result from this manager? Phase 6, phase 7, phase 8, phase 9. We still ain't won the league. And then what we left with?
Well, when I was telling man them that you could go 8 years under Arteta and not have won anything, because I don't count the FA Cup, because I do think Emery had a part to play in the FA Cup. Has he won anything when he's been in charge for a full season at Arsenal? No, he hasn't. So all those kind of Arteta defenders, now you look like you got literally egg on your face, bro. You know what? I'm big up to you for even finding time to just be here locked in. I'm not one to kick a man while he's down. You man have got Chelsea on the weekend. For me, that is who's that lie, to be honest, in my opinion. When you play Chelsea, these brothers pull down their shorts. Do you get me? They give you man the wooden spoon. They say, beat me, daddy, beat me. What are you expecting? I mean, people are saying Arsenal must win. I don't think it's that deep, though. You've had a run of poor games, but I don't think the fan base has got Arteta out fully. I don't think they're disappointed. They're not happy. They're a bit rocked by what happened with Edu, but I don't think Arsenal fans are having him out. But at this stage, we got Odegaard is starting. Are you expecting to beat Chelsea? If you don't beat Chelsea, do you think that's the final key, or is it the couple games after? If he loses the next 2 games after the Chelsea game, let's say you lose hypothetically, is that when Arsenal should be pulling the plug? I know you're saying you want them to pull the plug now. You know that ain't happening. I'm trying to find out how long can you see the club giving him before it's done at it? Because it's the club ultimately that make the decision, not us. Or before the fan base turn on him. How long has this got to keep going before the fan base turn? I agree. Arsenal ain't going to achieve nothing under this brother. In fact, if they keep Arteta in charge, Tottenham finish above Arsenal this season. Hands down. You heard it here live and direct. I know it means nothing, but it kind of does.
It's a possibility, 100%. A possibility.
It's a statement.
That's not crazy. That's not crazy to be saying that right now. I can't even lie.
Do you get me? And actually, what message does that tell your fans? What message does that tell your players if you let my club go on top of you? Do you get me? After literally just starting season 2 of our project. But I want to know, bro, the weekend result, what are you predicting? And from what you know of your fan base, because you know them best, because most of them disagree with you, how long before they turn on Arteta, bro? Because man, them are still talking refs. They're still playing the ref, bro. When are they going to see the light?
I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know what it would take for this fan base to fully realize. But I think Chelsea, we're going to lose that game. And I think you're going to start seeing a lot more people getting onto this manager. We're already 7 points behind Liverpool at the moment in the table. I already think we're out of the title race. I'll be honest with you. Like, to crawl back 7 points, I think we're done. We're not in the title race anymore. We're in the top 4.
You're still involved, bro. Seven's been brought back before.
Nah.
You can do it. Do you know what I mean? You man can do it. Let me not even banter aside. You man can
I'm gonna be real, bro. Yeah, I'm saying I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I really don't, bro. This man looks completely lost. And every player is looking trash. It's done out here. We're gonna lose to Chelsea. That's going to cement the fact that we're not in the title race.
Yeah.
And at that point, he's just got to be sacked. That's it. But this fan base, the problem is my fan base here, online, anyway, they run up their gum so much here, they can't backtrack. They talk so much crap that they're scared to backtrack. That's the problem with them, yeah? They left themselves in a position where it's like, nah, it doesn't matter. Anybody that talks up against this manager, they're this, they're that, they're the black sheep of the fan base, blah, blah, blah. They're scared now. Because they know what they've said. They know they run up their mouth. They know, and the way they've tried to crucify other fans that speak honestly about the club. What are they going to do now? Oh, you're gonna be like the fans that you criticize, that said that the fans that you said ain't real fans because they call out the club when things ain't going right. Is that what you're gonna do? It's a bit hypocritical now, you know what I'm saying? So the right thing for them to do is just be like, you know what, yeah, I may not like the way Northside speaks, I may not like the way Lee speaks or delivers it, yeah, but you know what, yeah, they're actually talking the truth. This ain't good enough, and we've been, and a lot of people have had like rose tinted glasses when it comes to this club, trying to make it seem like everything's amazing when it ain't been amazing. 10 out of 10 transfer windows, players that can do a job. Getting behind Kai Havertz when the guy is not a clinical goal scorer, getting behind Jesus.
Even when he scores, because even me with Brennan Johnson, you don't see me saying Brennan Johnson's the best in the league. You don't see me saying Brennan Johnson's turned the corner. I respect it. I like it. Keep doing it. But that's about it. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna. People were saying you don't need a striker because you've got Havertz. Oh, what? For real? But maybe he just had a purple patch. Maybe he had a great run of games and, it was just going for him. That's football. But for people to then say they don't need a striker, the other thing I was going to say to you, North, sorry to interrupt you, my brother, is that a lot of the, I did watch AFTV and they were saying that a lot of the online, and I think they were referring to you and they were referring to Lee. Someone was saying that how it's the online content creators that are negative. That if you go to the games are very much, the fan base is very much behind Arteta and what he's doing. Is that the sense that you're getting, bro? I just wanted to ask that question because I look at it. I'm on your side of the fence. I agree. I can't understand what the fan base who are going to see the games live and direct, why they can't see what you man can see. I don't know what it's going to take. Maybe you man need to lose your next 4 or 5 games before the brothers wake up, before you're completely out of the top 4 race, which is possible. Do you get me, man, speaking French? But do you know, is that the sense that you're getting from the ground, bro?
Well, I don't go to the games, innit? Because I never really grew up going to games. I grew up going to my granddad's house watching football, innit? So, and now obviously with the content thing, like I don't have the time to go to a game and then come back. By the time I get back, it's gonna be mad late. So
look at this, Jonathan.
This is the thing, yeah. A lot of this fan base want to see what they want to see. There's somebody, I think he's been supporting the game. He's been supporting Arsenal for 50 years. He goes to the games. He said, "Yo, it's not like that. It's about 30% that are not happy with what's going on." You know what I'm saying? But I heard the same crap here with under Wenger. Everybody's happy. Everyone's happy. Really, fans stopped going to the games, and then look what happened. He got sacked. So. These man want to hear what they want to hear in it. They're gonna see what they want to see. I don't really care in it. By the time they catch up, yeah, cool, no worries. We'll talk then, innit? Yeah. They want to make it like everything's amazing. You know what these men are like. You know what I mean? But I keep seeing so many people flip flopping right now. So many people that used to be so pro this project flip flopping now, saying the same things that I've been saying.
Yeah, they shouldn't be. They're not allowed to say what you've been saying because you've been saying what you've been saying from day dot. Dare I say it? I've been saying what I've been saying from day dot, and I guess I've been misunderstood, and I needed this opportunity with Northside for both of us to be vindicated. I see the amount of crap that people send to Northside, my brother. It's not warranted one bit, and I think all of those people need to retract those comments and give my brother an apology. All he wants is to see Arsenal be competitive. All he wants is to see his club win a trophy. This brother could see from time Arteta weren't the guy. I've been telling you, man, the way I get cussed in the chat, this is not football. This team is not better than my club. And now it's come to roost, and now people are shaking their bum. No, don't shake your bum. Stick with it. Do you get what I'm saying? Stick with it. But for me, moving forward now, I know you don't like to do predictions, bro, but I want to kind of end on it. And big up to everyone that's locked on, smash a like. Arsenal's in crisis, legitly. He's in crisis. Arteta's not going, or at least he's not going for now. Edu has gone, or he's leaving the building. It is looking mad. We know that January, you're not going to do what you need to do, moving more Spurs than Spurs. What does that mean now? What can you look forward to this season? You kind of alluded to it, bro, but if you were predicting, man, is Arsenal getting top 4?
Is Arsenal getting top 4? Yes. I don't think we're getting top 4, bruv.
Jesus.
The way this is continuing, I don't I don't see us getting top 4, bro. I don't see us getting top 4. I don't, bro. There's too many things going wrong at the moment, bro. I'll be real with you, bro. There's too many things, bro. Like, when you lose the dressing room, that is extremely hard to get back. And it looks like for the first time, he's lost the dressing room. This is what this looks like to me. This is not just bad performances. This is losing the dressing room, bro. This is losing the dressing room. The fact that we're talking about every player's looking worse, bro, that's losing the dressing room. Mm. Most managers don't get back from losing dressing rooms, bro. 9 times out of 10, they get sacked, bro. Yeah. Especially this deep into the rain, you're losing the. Nah, bro. I'm telling you, I don't see it, bro. I don't see it, bro. Like bro, we've been so bad. Even the way we got dealt with against Bournemouth and everything. Yeah. I'm tired of it, man.
It's true, man. I think a lot of the man them are agreeing with you. Jonathan seems to think he's using more feelings than he does his head. He's saying he thinks Arsenal can still go on a run. A lot of the man them are saying they're not sure. The Assemble says question. Name one game that Arteta has got Arsenal over the line when it matters. I would say none. I don't remember any crucial. All the big games, Villa, do you get me? Southampton, do you know what I mean? The games, West Ham, the games where Arsenal needed to win to get the job done. They bottled it. Do you get what I'm saying? Bottled it. I'm not saying my club is any better, but if Arsenal are the team that are setting high standards in London, it is a disgrace that they've not achieved anything of substance under this brother. And to be honest, I said it before, I'll say it again. I'd rather be Spurs than Arsenal right now. Spurs King says, yo, Deji, stop backing Northside. We need Arsenal to be crap. We need them to keep Arteta. Now laugh at that. Bro, I'm just calling, you know what it is? I just call what I see. I can't help it. If it's helping Arsenal or not, I could give a damn. I just knew that they weren't the imperious team that we thought they were going to be. But the big thing here is that Northside cannot see Arsenal finishing top 4. And I hate to be the one to remind people, but at the end of last season, I said, don't be surprised if Arsenal don't finish top 4. Everyone looked at me like I'm a madman. Everybody looked at me like I'm here to do content creation. I'm not here for any of that rubbish. And I'm glad that my brother sees it. Don't be surprised, peeps, if Arsenal don't do it. Jonathan, I don't agree with you. I'm with Northside. I can't see the run. This team is whack. This team is crap, bro.
And for all the people that make it seem like, the people that have opinions like me, they can't wait for Arsenal to lose. When am I ever happy when Arsenal lose? When am I ever happy? When do I ever have a happy match reaction when Arsenal lose? Yeah? Yes, I say I told you so, because I did tell you so. But at the same time, am I happy? Do I look happy right now? Do I look like I'm excited?
You can't be.
Just because I know I'm right about this club doesn't mean that I'm happy to be right. You know what I'm saying? And it's so weird. Like, people try to make it seem like, you're happy, you thrive on Arsenal. No, I don't. Yeah, I just accept reality, bro. I accept reality because once you accept reality, you can actually do something about it. When you accept that you need a striker, you can actually go out there and buy it. When you accept the bench ain't fixed, you can actually go out there and address it. When you accept this manager ain't good enough, you can actually go out there and identify a manager that is good enough and learn from our mistakes and appoint somebody that is actually experienced at their job. But when there's no acceptance, we continue to go round and round and round again. This is what this club does all the time.
So is it the club or is it Arteta though? And this would be the final thing that we kind of park on, because Jonathan says Arteta deserves criticism, but you can't talk like he's a bum. Come on now. Is Arteta a bum? The club now? Because what the hell is going on? I think Postecoglou knew that the club weren't ready to spend big, and he worked within his means. That's why he brought in Solanke. He said, you can buy a big boy striker, then your winger, you ain't going to bring in Eze. You're going to have to bring in a young up-and-coming buck, and you work with it. Why can't Arteta do that? Because I'm still not understanding why you brought Mourinho in. I don't understand when you brought in Shivami Timbers and you've got Tomiyasu, you've got Zinchenko, you've got Kivior, why you would bring in Calafiori. Surely there's other positions on the pitch that needed reinforcement. Why did you bring in Raheem? Like a lot of decisions don't make sense. Is that because of Arteta, or is that because you, man, are just, maybe your club is just crazy? Maybe the Cronkies are just mad.
Bro, they don't care about winning. They don't care about winning. Man said, but no side, when you happy when Arsenal win. Now you know why I'm not happy when Arsenal win. When you man were telling me, oh, when we were 2 seasons ago, 8 points ahead of Man City, yeah. Now you understand why I wasn't happy. Because I said, yo, where is the striker? Where is the player when in the crunch end of the season to get us over the line? Oh yeah, ultimately we didn't win the league. Why? And this is exactly why I wasn't happy. Because I was seeing things that I weren't happy with. Either at times with this manager, I ain't been happy with the recruitment. I ain't been happy with the play style. I ain't been happy with his man management. Sometimes I ain't been happy with the way that we win games because I know it's not consistent. Start of this season, I said, yo, we're not going to keep winning games from set pieces. We're not going to keep winning games by spreading the goals around. You need a clinical goal scorer. A striker in football is important. Yeah. This guy is not Pep Guardiola, so stop talking to me about Pep Guardiola. Then these men are talking to me about the bench. I told you this bench ain't strong enough. So now that we're relying on them when we got injuries this season early on, now you can see why I'm not happy. Because that is going to catch up to us. Then when I'm telling you, I don't like this manager's man management, now you understand why. When people are telling me, Northside, be calmer against Brighton, yeah? Well, we dropped points, didn't we? Then against Atlanta, drop points again. Why is this manager not doing anything to change? Now you're understanding why I don't rate this guy. And it's the same bad management this season that he did against Bournemouth, Liverpool, that he did against Newcastle. It's the same crap we saw last season. Poor man management against Fulham when we lost. Poor man management against Liverpool and West Ham in the Cups when we lost. Poor management from this game. In-game management from this game, from this manager against Porto that we had to take to penalties to get past. Poor in-game management from this manager against Bayern Munich. Poor in-game management against Aston Villa.
Yeah.
So when you want to look at it, just, oh yeah, but look at the score. Why are you not happy? Now you understand why. Because when you're not looking at the whole picture and you're just blindly saying, oh, but we won the game. No, how did you win the game? Is it something that you can consistently do? Have you got away with it? Did the actual performance that you watched in 90 minutes warrant that win? Or did you get a bit lucky? Because I've seen Man United under Ten Hag win games. Did that change the fact that everybody knew they weren't good enough? No, ultimately he lost his job. Yeah. Exactly. So we've seen managers that ain't good enough win a couple of games. I've seen Ole at Man United win a couple of games, still not good enough. I've seen Lampard at Chelsea win a couple of games. Does that mean, oh, because of based on that one result or when you win, all of a sudden everything's okay? No, it's not, bro. No, it's not. Watch the whole game and tell me that we are doing the right things. Then look at the games that you're playing and say, is this a step up from what we did last season? Is it good enough? Have we addressed this season what made us fail last season? No, we haven't. So what are you talking about? This one, oh, look at the result, one game, and oh, you should be happy. Bro, I watched the game. I've been watching this team year in, year out. I know our weaknesses and I know what we need to improve. When that is not improved on, eventually what made us stumble last season will make us stumble again this season. And look at what I said. Last season, I said the bench ain't good enough. This season, I said the bench ain't good enough. You can see. Last season, I said we needed a striker. This season, we still need a striker. Now look at what we're doing. Last season, I said, why is this manager not able to change it up in-game when it ain't working, when plan A ain't working? Why can't he switch it up? This season, you're saying the same thing. We can't change it up. We can't even beat. We had more possession, more shots, more total shots, more shots outside the box, and more shots in the box than Inter, and we still couldn't score a goal.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
But you're telling me why are you not happy when Arsenal win a game? Now you can see why. Because we have not fixed what is the glaring problems at this football club.
And you knew it was coming.
One performance here that I said, yo, it was great, good performance, was against PSG. The performance and the win was a good performance. But ultimately, this is why I said, ultimately, it still ain't good enough in the long term because we don't have the players that we need to compete. And now you're seeing why. No,
100%, bro, 100%. You saw it. You warned on. You said the iceberg was straight ahead. These lot poo-pooed you. They lied. They looked out. They looked over the boat and they said, oh, where's the iceberg, Northside? Where's the iceberg? Hush your gums. And then the iceberg just hits them. And now all of a sudden, now everyone's scurrying, trying to get on a laugh route. Nah, then put some respect on your name. Bro, I think it's peak. I do. Legitly, I think it's peak times. I've looked at your squad over and over again. And Arsenal are legitly in crisis. And I don't know how they move from this. Arteta doesn't lose his job anytime soon because the Arsenal fan base, whether you like it or not, they shake their bum for him. So he's going to be there for a while. I've got you down to win. You should be beating Chelsea on the weekend. But the reality is the way that you, man, are moving, I don't really see how you beat Chelsea this weekend. That's the truth. Your imperious defense isn't imperious, and that's what you built from. The football was so, yeah. Bro, there's a lot of mess there. There's a lot of mess. I feel there's a lot of mess. There's a lot of mess at Arsenal Football Club. And I think you guys just have to sit there, ride the storm until they have the kahunas to make the right decision. And that's why we talk about standards. That's why Northside talks about standards. Winning the FA Cup, even if he had won the FA Cup last season, I still think you should be having the same issues with him. The FA Cup's not good enough. We're here for the major trophies. I would have been saying the same thing Northside saying had this brother had done what Eric Ten Hag had done. Had he won the Carabao Cup and the FA Cup, I would still be demanding, where are they now? The truth is, he hasn't even done that. Eric Ten Hag lost his job for less, in my opinion, because he picked up trophies. That compensates for the fact of them not finishing in their top position. Where you, man, are finishing in the top position, but not quite getting it over the line. It's not good enough. Northside, man, I wish you, man, the best of luck this weekend against Chelsea. You should be slapping them. Odegaard is back. Is that the savior? Is that the Messiah? Yeah. Odegaard comes back, job done. You get the win.
Bro, that ain't gonna change much. You know what I'm saying? Like the players don't look on board. Odegaard ain't gonna get the players on board. Why are they gonna listen to Odegaard? He's a captain. A captain ain't won nothing. Why they care? You know what I'm saying? Is that gonna all of a sudden Odegaard comes in? Are we gonna be more clinical in front of goal? These man, they care. This fan base cares about irrelevant stuff instead of the major problems, bro. They you know, back when we first got this manager, he's gonna beat Ole and Lampard. He's gonna outlast them both. He's outlasted them both and still ain't won nothing. So who cares?
It's true.
Who cares? Man, are talking about Odegaard coming back like this guy's a savior. When's this guy coming? When's this guy been clutching any competition to get us over the line? Like, I don't care, bro. Like this. Bro, these men are talking.
I thought it was me. I thought I was on the Budgie Banton. I thought, is it Odegaard? I mean, he's good, but he's not a Vinicius Junior. He's not going to start banging goals left, right, and center. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, come on. Thank you. Sometimes I need to hear some normality. Yeah, it's because we ain't had Odegaard. That's why we're losing. Huh? Really? Okay. For real? Really, Odegaard is this guy. Yeah, he's really. Ooh, wow, wow. Yeah,
everyone's scared, man. Everyone's scared. Odegaard's back. Everyone's scared.
Do you get what I'm saying? It's a mazza. Northside, look, big up to
Odegaard's a boost. You know, boost to do what? Boost to do what? To win what? Tell me exactly. Odegaard comes back. What do we win? Let me know.
Who said that?
Jonathan.
Jonathan K. He says Odegaard back is a boost, and that don't downplay it. He's basically there. It's a boost. It's a morale booster. Come on, John. I think and this is what Northside's talking about. Odegaard is good, but for me, and I think this is where Tottenham are showing you man levels in it. We can drop Madders, and we got Cooley. Like for me, if Odegaard comes back and he's not himself, that means you're done at it. Just the mere presence of Odegaard is not lifting your squad. Don't lie. I think if anything, Saka is more a lifter than Odegaard is. I still couldn't quite understand why Arsenal fans were shaking their bum violently for this brother. He's all right. Like when you like,
we should remember this, though, Dej. Yeah, we should remember this because at the end of the season, yeah, when it's actually you look at the season and you go, cool. Trophies on the table. When we got no trophies on the table, I'm going to remind everyone. Oh, yeah, do you remember? Wait till Odegaard's back. Yeah? Don't worry. I'm going to remember this. I'm going to wait till Odegaard's back. Man's talking like, Odegaard gets back and all of a sudden we're going to be cooking and we're going to win the league. We were light even with Odegaard available. We needed additions. With Odegaard, yes, we may pick up a couple more points. To do what? To win what? Because ultimately it's about winning. To do what? We needed additions. We've had Odegaard available for the last 2 seasons. What did we win? Okay, then.
Yeah, it's true, man. It's true. I think people need to wake up and smell the coffee, man. I think a clutch player, more of a clutch player, is Kulusevski, in my opinion. But again, that's just my opinion. But I think he makes more of a difference. And you can just see in the way that he's sourcing. I think Odegaard comes back, he slots in, he fills a role. But I agree with Northside. I don't know how that changes your fortune. I believe Arsenal will beat Chelsea with or without Odegaard. So Odegaard ain't going to be the reason why you beat Chelsea on the weekend. You beat
this
Chelsea.
Season we have to win the league. This season we have to win the league. This season we have to win the league, or this manager has to go. Odegaard big coming back into this team. Is he going to win us the league? No. So yes, we may improve a bit. And even I didn't think that we would start bottling performances like this. I thought it would be back when the pressure's on, towards the end of the season. Yeah. But if we're not winning the league, why do I give a rat's ass, bro? Look at the bigger picture. Stop talking about little, but we'll get back, we might pick up a couple of points. Are we good enough to win the league? No. Okay, then this manager needs to be sacked. That's it. I don't care if we look a little bit better because Odegaard gets back. Of course, we'll look better with a number 10 than without a number 10. But is he good enough alone to win us the league? No, he's not, which is why we needed additions. Stop looking at the small picture about we can pick up points now and look at the big picture. Are we ready to win this league? No, we're not. Your manager needs to go now. That's it. What are we talking about? This fan base is always hooked on stupid, irrelevant stupidness about, but maybe if we win this game or win that game, or maybe if we pick up this point. Bro, everyone that's calling this club out, yeah? As soon as if we beat Chelsea, they'll start talking like everything's fixed. The end of the season, we'll start getting cooked again when the pressure's on. Then they will decide to bring up again that the bench ain't good enough, that this and that. But I'm tired of it, man. Honestly, bro, like this fan base, bro, they never see the bigger picture. And this is why this ownership can always finesse us, bro, because they never see the big picture, bro. It's always about, but look at what we're doing now. No, look at the whole picture. Are we actually going to win the league? Otherwise, your little thing about Odegaard's back, we can pick up some points, is irrelevant. We're going to end the season like we did in the last 2 seasons. How hard is that to understand? I don't give a shit about these little wars. This is why when Deji tells me, is Arsenal better than Tottenham? I don't care. I don't care. Are we better than Man City? That's who we need to beat to get over the line to win major honours. I don't care about them discussions there. It's irrelevant because those discussions ain't. Bro, Tottenham aren't the team that have been dominating the league. It's been Man City. So that's.
But even then, you can't even compare yourself to Man City right now. You can't.
And that is why I'm pissed off.
Yeah, and that's a legit reason to be pissed off. Big up Northside in the building. Big up to everyone that's locked in, locked on. Arsenal, it's been confirmed that you man are in crisis. We're not expecting. Look, I'm expecting Arsenal to win with or without Odegaard this weekend. If Arsenal lose, you are legitly in the mud. And if Tottenham win, Tottenham will go above Arsenal this weekend. Now, I know for Northside, he's got bigger fish to fry. But for me, if Tottenham go above Arsenal this weekend, that is a major statement in the location because it means that my club is on the way up, baby. It's you and me now, whereas you, man, are looking at the mud. And I don't want to have to say that I told you. So, Northside, big up to you, man. Thank you for at least enlightening us, sharing with us what's been going on at your club. It's not good. It sounds worse than I thought it was, to be honest. It's a proper full-on disaster movie. And if I was in your shoes, I would have been calling for the manager's head. I've been calling for my manager's head, despite the fact that our stats and our matrix say that we are a better team than last season, and I still called for his head because we have standards for our club. For those of you shaking your bum just because you beat him, I mean, because a lot of men then will go, we beat Chelsea. See, Northside, you spoke too soon. Yeah, beating Chelsea doesn't mean you win the league. That's the point that my brother's trying to say. Right now, are you going to win the league? And if you're not winning the league, then he's been there too long. Do you get me? Pochettino was out of a job by this stage. He got to a Champions League final. You, man, need to be getting to a Champions League final if you want it to run. Do you get what I'm saying? So big up to everyone locked in, locked on. Big up to Sean. He gave a super chat. Gonna be caught by little Tottenham this weekend. You don't know, Sean. You don't know. For me, I'm not gonna lie. I'll shake my bum for Tottenham going past Arsenal this weekend. Even if it's for 24 hours, I will be shameless on that. But no, sir, what have you got coming up, my bro?
Yeah, gonna be clipping up some of these Arteta only fans. So we're gonna be clipping them up. We've got a cooking show, and then later on got another show with Kenny Ken and Fuad, which will be interesting. We'll see what Fuad says.
Yeah. Oh, Mr. Positive. Oh, the offside you're having. Mate, I might have to try and pass through that one. You get me? But yeah, enjoy it.
You're over the moon. Look, you can't even hold it back.
You know, can I tell you why I'm over the moon? You see the comments, bro. I get cussed out here. I get cussed. Edgy's a fool. He's delusional. Is he on the spectrum? Rare, this and that. All manner of horrible things. And I'm like, but I can see with my eyes. And now, everything that I was saying is starting to come. It's starting to play out. And all of a sudden, I don't look so mad no more. So yes, I'm going to enjoy the moment in the location. I'll be doing a watch-along against Galatasaray right this evening. I don't expect us to win because we do have a depleted squad. But you know what? It's a game. We're in the Europa League. We've done what we need to do. You get me? So I'm not too bothered. My main thing is slapping up Ipswich on the weekend. But everyone, make sure you tune into my brother. He's got more cooking of Arsenal Football Club to do on his channel. And for those of you that want to be tuning in for the watch-along, I'll be here 5:30 for the pre-match chat with a 5:45 kickoff. So big up to everyone. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon, and we will see you later. We are out.